This is cm2900 sample paper, question 4. We asked to find the Laplace transform of f of t equals 6t from the basic definition of the Laplace transform, and given that t minus st tends to 0 as t tends to infinity. So our Laplace transform then of 6t is the integral from 0 to infinity of e to the minus st times 6t with respect to t. So here we have to use integration by parts. Integration by parts with integral of u dv by dt with respect to t is equal to uv minus integral of v to u by dt with respect to t. Normally, if you've got a power of t as one of the two functions that are multiplied together, then we nominate that to be u, so we put 6t is u, and therefore e to the minus st must be our dv by dt, and therefore our integral is given by u times v. Well, u is just 6t, v is the integral of dv by dt, so the integral of e to the minus st, integral of an exponential always contains the original exponential, and it will be divided by whatever is multiplying the integrating variable t, in this case minus s. So square brackets and limits on the right hand side, and the other part will be minus this here, the integral of v. Well, v we just worked out is this here, it's e to minus st upon minus s. Well, that's the same as minus e to minus st upon s, so this becomes a plus sign, and then we have just the same as this times du by dt. Well, u is 6t, therefore du by dt is just 6, so we can put a 6 in here, we can put it in front of the integral sign, doesn't really matter. Then the next step is to put the limit in here, top limit. Well, if t is infinity, then we have t e to minus st with t equal to infinity. Well, this up here tells us that it's going to be 0. So 0 minus what we get when we put the bottom limit in. So if t is 0, then we have a t here, so that makes the whole thing 0. 6 times 0 times whatever is 0. So that whole thing becomes 0, and we're just left with then 6 times this integral. Well, we already know the integral of e to minus st, so it's 6 times integral of e to minus st is e to minus st upon minus s. Well, we already have an s in the denominator, so that's minus s times s, so minus s squared. Limits on the right hand side, so this then becomes 6 times, put the top limit in, is infinity. Well, e to the minus s times infinity is effectively e to the minus infinity, or 1 over e to the plus infinity, which is 0, minus what we get when we put the bottom limit in. So minus, if t is 0, we get e to the power 0, which is 1 upon minus s squared, so minus 1 upon s squared. So this becomes 6 times 1 upon s squared, or 6 upon s squared.